Hello, and welcome to another IT Portal setup video. In this video, we're going to cover the integration with Autotask. The first thing that we ask that you do is you go into Autotask and create your API user. This will allow us to communicate with the Autotask integration. We do have an article on kb.siportal.com called Initial Setup for Autotask that will walk you through that process and a little more. So once you have that information, we ask that you click on your name, click admin settings. You can type integrations, Autotask, and once on this screen, you should select version 1.6 since you're using the API user. We ask that you enable the integration, enter your API URL, which is covered in the KB article as well. Enter your API credentials. And the final thing to actually test is to enter your company name or a company name that exists in Autotask. Once you do that, hit the test button so that we can confirm that the integration can communicate with Autotask, and hit update settings. That is the basic configuration. Now we're actually going to cover the synchronization and all the other options. So in the portal, we have types for companies. As you can see here, things like clients, customers, and leads. So if you want to synchronize those between the two platforms, make sure you enable this. Some contacts in Autotask do not have a type, so we will ask that you specify the portal type, because for the portal, we ask that all contacts have a type, so you know how to group them. Once you configure those, then we can go on to the next tab, which is configuration mappings. So you may have what are called products in Autotask. On the left-hand side here, we show you all the Autotask ones that came in. And then you can choose which portal objects to map those to. So you have the options of using a device, for example, mapping a workstation to a PC in the portal. You also have options to synchronize those as configurations as well. So for example, you may have configurations like DHCP scopes or domain names, and you want to see them as well as configurations in the portal, so we give you that option as well. If you will be synchronizing these in both directions, so for example, let's say you create a firewall in the portal and you want that to go over to Autotask as well, we do ask that you set up a default material type and a default product category. These are requirements when creating new products within Autotask. We have an option here that says map reference number to portal tag field. Sometimes a lot of MSPs like to use a reference number as the actual identifier for the device or the tag. We also have an option to update the friendly device name if it comes in from Autotask. We have some MSPs that choose not to do this because they update the actual friendly device name in the portal. So in the portal we have the host name, which is like the machine name, and the friendly device name, which is just a value that you give it, so that way you can recognize it. So you have that option there as well. If you have your RMM integrated with Autotask, the RMM is going to fill in information. So we also have an option that if there is no data in Autotask, but you are getting data from your RMM, then we're going to try to use that RMM data if we don't see that data in Autotask. Now, as far as synchronization, we have one-way and two-way synchronization. One-way means that we're going to bring in data from Autotask only. Two-way means that we're also going to send. So I'll cover this in detail now. When you have devices coming in or configurations coming in from Autotask, you have the option on how to deal with overwrites. So for example, here we see that says if a device exists in both the portal and Autotask, the portal device will be updated if this is on. If this is off, then the portal will not be updated. We're just going to bring in new objects. Also, we have options on how to deal with empty data from Autotask. So if Autotask has a field that's empty, for example, the serial number, and you have the serial number already filled in the portal, if you have it on soft, then the serial number in the portal will not be overwritten, will not be set to null or no value. But if you have this on hard, then that empty value in Autotask is going to overwrite the serial number that you have in the portal. Another option that we have here is how do you want to deal with synchronizations of companies? Do you want to use the import function here every time you have a new company, or do you want to use one of these options here to automatically import companies? As far as two-way sync options, we allow you to push contacts, configurations, and devices to Autotask. And again, for these two, it depends on the configuration mappings that you have. Also, for example, if you import contacts from, for example, AD, because we have an AD synchronization tool that synchronizes contacts and users from AD, and you have this enabled, we will actually push those contacts to Autotask during the next sync process. As I mentioned before, if you choose to do manual import of companies, we do ask that you click this button here to get the full list of companies from Autotask. And then you have this option that says show companies, let's see, show companies not in the portal, show companies matching in the portal. So you can cycle through these, and as you can see here, I said show companies matching the portal, and it shows me all the company names that actually exist already in the portal. And you see here we have one that the name matched, so we have this company 102 in the portal, but we don't have it synced, so we can check that off and we can import that company at that point. That's the general gist of the configuration. So you can technically stop here, but I'm also going to cover a couple more things as well. So when it comes to importing configurations, I do want to show you that we have another KB article that kind of covers how to do the mappings of those fields. So we ask that you review that as well. We also have live links. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. So we have a KB article also on setting up live links, and that's what that'll let you do. It'll allow you to create links within Autotask that point to objects within the portal as well, and that will be configured here as well. So that's it for the integration with Autotask. Thank you and have a nice day.